The Democratic Republic of the Congo. Historical roots of conflict. The DRC struggles trace back to colonial times under King Leopold II of Belgium. This era was marked by brutal exploitation of the land and people. The Congo Free State, as it was called, became infamous for forced labor and atrocities committed to extract rubber and ivory. Millions of Congolese perished during this period. After gaining independence in 1960, the country faced immediate turmoil. The assassination of its first prime minister, Patrice Lumumba, and a series of military coups left the nation in chaos. Mobutu Sese Seko's long dictatorship further deepened corruption and economic decline. The Second Congo War, 1998 to 2003, often called the African World War, involved 9 countries and over 20 armed groups, making it one of the deadliest conflicts since World War II. Today, the eastern regions of the DRC remain volatile, with violence fueled by ethnic tensions and competition for valuable resources. Unique biodiversity and conservation challenges. The DRC is home to some of the most fascinating wildlife on Earth. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, is home to an incredibly diverse array of wildlife, thanks to its vast rainforests, savannas, and wetlands. It is one of the richest countries in terms of biodiversity in Africa. The DRC hosts a variety of large mammals, including the critically endangered mountain gorillas in the Virunga Mountains, and the eastern lowland gorillas found in the dense forests of the east. Other iconic species include the African forest elephant, the bongo antelope, the okapi, a relative of the giraffe, and the rare pygmy hippopotamus. The Congo River, the second largest river in the world by volume, supports countless species, including hippos and crocodiles. The Congo River and its tributaries are inhabited by various species of freshwater fish. Its dense jungles shelter primates such as chimpanzees and bonobos. The DRC is also home to a variety of bird species, including the Congo peafowl, and numerous reptiles and amphibians. The country's vast, largely untouched wildernesses make it an essential habitat for many species that are found nowhere else in the world. These are the most well-known species in DRC: mountain gorillas, eastern lowland gorillas, African forest elephants, bongo antelopes, okapis, pygmy hippopotamuses, chimpanzees, bonobos, Congo peafowls, freshwater fish species, various reptiles, and amphibians. However, threats abound: poaching, deforestation, and conflict harm both animals and their habitats. Parks like Virunga are battlefields, where rangers risk their lives to protect endangered species from armed groups and illegal activities. Despite global conservation efforts, animals like the forest elephant and Grauer's gorilla remain critically endangered. Innovative programs involving local communities, such as ecotourism and sustainable forestry, offer a glimmer of hope for protecting this priceless biodiversity. The role of armed groups. Armed groups dominate large parts of the DRC, exploiting both people and resources. These factions often control illegal mining of coltan, gold, and tin minerals essential for electronics. This fuels their operations and perpetuates violence. Civilians suffer immensely, facing forced labor, displacement, and horrific abuse. The illegal mining trade generates billions of dollars annually, but little of it benefits ordinary Congolese citizens. Efforts by international organizations to curb the trade of conflict minerals include certification schemes and stricter monitoring. However, the vast size of the country and persistent instability make enforcement a daunting challenge. Resolving these issues requires addressing the root causes of conflict, such as poverty, inequality, and governance. Major cities and urban dynamics. The DRC cities are as dynamic as they are challenging. Kinshasa, the bustling capital, sprawls along the Congo River, home to over 15 million people. It's a city of contrasts, with vibrant music scenes and chaotic streets. As a cultural hub, Kinshasa has given rise to global music phenomena such as Congolese rumba, which resonates across Africa and beyond. Yet, the city grapples with overcrowding, inadequate infrastructure, and poverty. Lubumbashi, the industrial hub, thrives on mining but struggles with inequality. Known for its copper and cobalt industries, the city is a critical economic center. However, wealth disparities are stark, and many residents lack access to basic services. Goma, near the Rwandan border, is a vital humanitarian base but constantly threatened by conflict and natural disasters like volcanic eruptions. Its strategic location makes it a key trading hub despite its instability. Kisangani, deep in the interior, serves as a gateway to the country's vast resources. Situated along the Congo River, it plays a crucial role in river transport and trade. Each city captures the promise and struggles of urban life in the DRC, where rapid population growth strains already limited resources. Languages spoken. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, is a linguistically diverse country, with over 200 languages spoken across its vast territory. The official language is French, inherited from the colonial era, and it is used in government, education, and media. However, the majority of the population speaks indigenous languages in daily life. 4 national languages are recognized: Lingala, spoken widely in the western region and used as a lingua franca; Swahili, predominant in the eastern regions; Kikongo, common in the southwest; and Chwilaba, spoken in the south-central areas. These languages reflect the ethnic diversity of the DRC, with each region and community maintaining its own local language or dialect. The coexistence of such a large number of languages creates a dynamic and complex linguistic landscape, where multilingualism is common, with many people speaking several languages fluently. Religion in the DRC. Religion is at the heart of life in the DRC. Most people are Christians, with Catholic and Protestant churches playing major roles in society. The Catholic Church runs schools and hospitals, often stepping in where the government fails. Its influence extends beyond religion, acting as a mediator in political crises and a voice for social justice. Pentecostal and evangelical movements are growing fast, adding energy to local communities. These churches often emphasize personal transformation and hope, drawing large congregations. Islam, though a minority religion, has deep roots in the East, where historical trade routes introduced it centuries ago. Many Congolese blend traditional beliefs with modern faiths, creating a rich spiritual tapestry. Religion provides unity and resilience, offering solace in times of conflict and hardship. Balancing conservation and economic development. The DRC's natural riches create a paradox. Its minerals power the global tech industry, while its rainforests help fight climate change. But mining often destroys critical habitats, putting wildlife and ecosystems at risk. Balancing economic growth with conservation is a tough challenge. Illegal logging and agriculture also threaten the forests, as local communities often rely on these practices for survival. International partnerships, such as REDD+, reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, aim to incentivize sustainable forest management. Humanitarian challenges. The DRC faces one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. Millions suffer from hunger, while diseases like Ebola and measles claim lives in fragile communities. Healthcare is scarce, especially in remote areas. Many rural clinics lack basic supplies, and trained medical professionals are in short supply. Recurring displacement caused by conflict exacerbates the crisis. Families flee violence, leaving behind their homes and livelihoods. International aid helps but is never enough to meet the overwhelming need. Local organizations and grassroots efforts play a critical role in bridging the gap. Behind the statistics are countless personal stories of resilience, as Congolese families fight to survive against unimaginable odds. Infrastructure deficits. Imagine living in a country where roads are often impassable, electricity is unreliable, and schools are too far to reach. That's the reality for many in the DRC. Poor infrastructure isolates communities, deepens poverty, and slows economic growth. While there are efforts to build roads, schools, and hospitals, corruption and insecurity make progress painfully slow. River transport remains a lifeline for many remote areas, but even this vital network suffers from neglect. Developing infrastructure is key to unlocking the DRC's potential, enabling trade, education, and healthcare to reach those who need it most. Education and literacy in the DRC. Education in the Democratic Republic of the Congo faces significant challenges but holds immense potential. Access to education is limited, especially in rural areas where poverty and instability prevent many children from attending school. The literacy rate stands at approximately 77%, with a noticeable gap between men and women. While urban centers offer more educational opportunities, overcrowded classrooms and a lack of resources hinder learning outcomes. Efforts by the government and international organizations have improved access to primary education, but secondary and higher education remain out of reach for many. Despite these hurdles, the Congolese people value education highly, viewing it as a path to better opportunities and a brighter future. Universities in the DRC. Universities in the Democratic Republic of the Congo are vital centers of knowledge and innovation but face many obstacles. Institutions such as the University of Kinshasa, the University of Lubumbashi, and the University of Kisangani are among the most prominent, offering programs in fields like medicine, engineering, and social sciences. However, higher education is often underfunded, with outdated infrastructure and limited access to modern technology. Despite these challenges, Congolese universities are hubs of intellectual growth, fostering the next generation of leaders and thinkers. Many students aspire to contribute to the country's development, viewing education as a means to transform their communities and tackle national challenges. International collaborations and investment are key to strengthening these institutions and expanding their impact. Tuition fees at universities in the Democratic Republic of the Congo are often a significant barrier for many students. While public institutions generally have lower fees compared to private ones, the costs are still prohibitive for families struggling with poverty, limiting access to higher education. Startups in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Startups in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, are emerging as a growing force, driven by the country's youthful and entrepreneurial population. Despite challenges such as political instability, limited infrastructure, and access to capital, these startups are making strides in sectors like technology, agriculture, e-commerce, and fintech. In the technology sector, many startups are focused on digital transformation, mobile applications, and creating platforms to enhance local businesses. Fintech startups are helping to improve financial inclusion, offering mobile payments, money transfers, and microloan services to underserved populations. Agri-tech initiatives are addressing the agricultural challenges in the country by developing solutions that increase productivity and connect smallholder farmers with broader markets. The e-commerce space is also evolving, with startups working to create online shopping platforms and overcome the logistical hurdles posed by the country's infrastructure. Additionally, there is a rising interest in education technology, with startups providing digital learning tools and resources to improve access to quality education. While operating in the DRC comes with its share of difficulties, the country's growing digital infrastructure, young workforce, and untapped market potential offer fertile ground for innovation. These startups are paving the way for new business models and solutions that can help transform the economy and improve living conditions for many Congolese. Climate change and deforestation. The DRC's rainforests are vital for the planet. They absorb massive amounts of carbon, helping to combat climate change. But these forests are shrinking fast due to logging, farming, and charcoal production. The impact isn't just environmental, it's personal for the millions who rely on the forest for food and shelter. Protecting these rainforests is a global priority, requiring both local action and international support. Innovative solutions, such as agroforestry and sustainable energy initiatives, offer alternatives to destructive practices. Empowering local communities to manage their resources sustainably can ensure both environmental and economic benefits. Potential for growth and development. Despite its challenges, the DRC has immense potential. Its youthful population is bursting with energy and ideas. Its natural resources, if managed well, could transform the economy. Investing in education, governance, and peace building is critical. International partnerships and determined leadership can turn the DRC into a model for sustainable development in Africa. By fostering entrepreneurship and improving access to technology, the country can tap into its vast human potential. The future of the DRC depends on its ability to harness its strengths while addressing its weaknesses. In a different world, without the dangers, top tourist destinations in the DRC. In a safer, more stable world, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, would be an extraordinary tourist destination, offering unparalleled natural beauty and unique cultural experiences. One of the most famous attractions would be Virunga National Park, home to the rare mountain gorillas, where tourists could embark on guided treks to see these majestic creatures up close. The Okapi Wildlife Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, would also draw nature lovers eager to spot the elusive okapi and explore its lush rainforests. The Congo River itself offers spectacular boat tours, with views of its powerful currents and diverse wildlife. Adventurers might also visit Kahuzi-Biega National Park to see the endangered eastern lowland gorillas. For cultural experiences, the city of Kinshasa, with its vibrant music scene, markets, and history, would be a must-see. Additionally, Lake Tanganyika, one of the world's largest freshwater lakes, would attract beachgoers and divers alike with its clear waters and rich underwater life. The country's vast landscapes, from dense rainforests to savannas and waterfalls, would make it a dream destination for ecotourism, wildlife safaris, and those seeking to experience one of Africa's last great wildernesses. What's next? The Democratic Republic of the Congo is a land of contrast, stunning beauty and heartbreaking struggles. Its challenges are immense, but its potential is even greater. The DRC story is one of hope and determination, reminding us all of the power of perseverance in the face of adversity.